Paris Panthers. This looks like a bit of a remake of what we just did a week ago, guys. Welcome back. Welcome back. How are you feeling, Ben? Really, really good weekend. Strong performance. What a response from you guys. Everyone talking about Riesenbeck putting the pressure on. Well, you guys have just returned that on them, haven't you?
Yeah, absolutely. We said last week that we had a couple of rough rounds. Things didn't quite go our way, which is the sport. But we do have a strong team. You're joining me for the first time, I think. First time we were on the team together. It was fun and a lot of strength and depth in our team, which is helping us towards the end of the season.
You had a few riders told us that it was quite difficult to jump here. Everyone must jump at the same place, we know. Give me your thoughts, your reaction to jump here in Riesenbeck. Was it very tricky?
It was quite a tricky course, but fairly built and good service, and I think the circumstances were really good. But it was a big class.
Ben, what does it mean for the consistency of this team? 7 podiums, 4 consecutive now, peaking at the right time. You mentioned the squad depth now, but it's been a season-long fight for the Paris Panthers, hasn't it? You've been slowly ticking along every single stage, haven't you?
Yeah, I wasn't part of the team
at least,
so early. I was struggling a little bit myself, so I was watching from the sidelines the team, how we started out. But I think it's a long season. It can go up and down. We're all experienced at this now, and we know things can change around pretty quick. So I think it's about just coming out, producing the best that we can every week. As you say, we start to put the pressure on. Riesenbeck were close again today. There wasn't really, we would like a little bit more of a margin there, but yeah, the consistency's coming, and that's all we can do at this point.
There's nothing more you can do, you're right. Is there a hint of frustration, though, that on a weekend that you win the round, they finish right behind you? You would love to have seen them, I don't want to say bomb out, no one wants that, but to finish slightly further behind, right?
Of course, I mean, it's sport, but I mean, they're great team, great riders, and they're producing rounds like they are every single week. So all we can do is try to stay with them every week, and I think we gain maybe 5 points closer to them. There's still enough rounds to go. If we can gain 5 points every round, then maybe we're close at the end.
Yeah, talk to me about round 2. You bring Long John in. There was a fence that goes down in round 1. Was there some nerves coming in for round 2? What were you feeling then coming on to Long John for that second round?
No, not really nerves. I know how he's jumping, but okay, you can make a fault everywhere. You saw it also on the course. On every fence it would be possible to go. So you have to be concentrated, and for sure it helps a lot when you have such a great team support. What I have now with Ben, and before already from Yoli and Harry Smulders, Gregory. So we have a strong team, and I think that makes us as Paris Panthers very strong.
Ben, is it even more of a special weekend when you can jump double clear on 2 different horses? The luxury you have to be able to make those changes and still produce results, seemingly regardless of who you pick?
I mean, I'm so lucky with the team and the owners that I have behind me. And Ginger Blue, she's a horse that's grown up with me. She had to do all of the work last year. It was last week, sorry, and this week was always the plan, just to jump the first round. She gave us a great start. Dallas Vegas is still relatively new in the team. I haven't watched my round yet; it just come up, but she's a horse that's getting stronger and stronger all of the time, and really starting to build a strong relationship together. So she gives me a lot of confidence.
To perform like that in a ring like this on a 10-year-old, you have to be delighted with how she was responding.
She's great. She had a couple of weeks off before here, but we saved her specifically for here. The second round, obviously, it was the right team tactics this time, and great to be able to use the strength and depth of my own team to get the best results.
What does this do for London in the next stage? I'm sure that personally you'll be very happy to go back to London, I imagine, and expect a hero's welcome for you. And from a championship point of view, I mean, it's a pressure cooker, isn't it? It's really turned up. What will it be like for you to go back to London in this current setup that we have in the championship?
Yeah, it's London. It's always great to be at my home show. We don't get to spend so much time at home, and hopefully the plan is to bring Faltic out for the team there, and maybe another younger horse, Point Break. Things can change, but as you said, I'm very lucky with the owners and the horses that I have to be able to change horses for courses and the right arenas. It definitely makes my life a bit easier.
You're at first combination, as you said. Now, what does the rest of your Global Champions year look like? Have you been able to decide and work out with Rob where you will be? What will be your next stage?
A little bit, but Rob wants to have the best riders on the start. So I'm going to look in London by your TV, close to a television. So I follow them, and I wish them all the luck and strength, and we hope we can continue this.
Ben makes a great point. You take 5 points away from Riesenbeck this weekend. It's now down to 25 with a handful of stages. A week ago, before the A Coruña result, we said, oh, Riesenbeck are miles ahead. You guys took points off in A Coruña. You take points off now in Riesenbeck. If you take points off in London, the pressure is really, really on Riesenbeck. There must be confidence that it's not finished yet by a long way.
No, for sure not. And it's horse sport. Yeah? There can always happen something with us, but also with them. And yeah, 1 or 2 unlucky rails and you are far behind. So I think we still have a really good chance to fight till the end.
Before we let you go, Ben, it seems like to them, you guys are the intimidating factor. You guys are the intimidating force. Does that provide just a little something extra, knowing that your presence, this team's performances is starting to make the leaders really stress?
I wouldn't listen to them too much.
Yeah, is that a bit of mind
they're
games?
professional. They know what they're doing. Strong riders, strong horses, and it just didn't go their way today. As they said, very small margins at this level. But we keep pushing, and sometimes it's easier to come a little bit from behind than be ahead. So we don't really have a choice at this point. 2021
was a final day finish. 2022 final day finish. Are we in for a third final day finish?
I think it's going to take a few shows to catch up. So we, if that's where we are in the final phases, then hopefully we'll be talking to you then.